at your boy.
Holla at your boy. Hey, my name is Rob Peoples. At least that's what I used to go by back in the day when I ran my own fucking radio show like the one I'm doing today with my friend Max.
Hey, what's up? This is your boy, Max Boffo.
He's your boy. He's not just your friend. He's not just your compadre. He's not just your amigo. He's not just your dude. He's your boy.
This is your man, Max Boffo.
Just a regular man, or what kind of man are you?
Caveman.
A caveman?
Yeah.
see, I was gonna compliment you and say Max is kind of like a Renaissance man, but
okay, I'll take that too.
Yeah, I mean it's almost like you're a jack of all trades.
Yeah. Well, then of course everybody thinks with that master of none. So it's like
you're a master of none.
When somebody calls you a jack of all trades, it's like, are you gonna finish it?
For a second there, I thought he said he was a master of the nuns. Like that's what, like he's like the leader of like the nuns in the church.
That's God, bro.
Well, I mean, with your beard and hair right now, you're kind of. I mean, you're kind of. But you're really
Jesus.
white.
I think the leader of the nuns is God.
Oh yeah. Well, Gaudy Boy and Jesus, to me, they're all the same.
In the name of God.
In the name of God.
It's not. It's we're on a mission from God.
We're on a mission from God. So to anyone listening to this first episode, if this first episode is gracing your ear holes, one of our guests tonight will be, hopefully, if we can get a hold of him, is Donnie. Donnie, yes. Pittsburgh Donnie.
Donnie Iris.
No, not Donnie Iris, but he does listen to a fair amount of Donnie Iris.
Okay. Well,
yes.
That's good. Donnie's looking out for their own.
Yeah, I love Donnie.
All the Donnies out there.
Yeah, Donnie, he comes off pretty abrasive to people outside of the Western Pennsylvania region.
Okay.
But I think he's a solid guy.
That might just be the Pittsburgh sarcasm.
The Pittsburgh appeal? Are you trying to say that I can only appeal to people from Pittsburgh?
Nah, there's just this sarcasm and general dryness of humor that I feel it comes like from the East Coast, whereas West Coast and other parts of the country, they're more straightforward. There's not as much like, talking sarcasm. Yeah, I don't know how else to explain it. Sarcasm, like saying one thing and mean the other, like it's more of an like you think of that in New York, like, hey, I'm walking here.
Hey, I'm walking here.
But like Pittsburgh's kind of like that too. Yeah.
I probably shouldn't yell too loud about Italians next door because my neighbor is Italian as fuck.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, his last name is Abruzzese.
See, I can't even say that.
Yeah, right?
That's how Italian.
Yeah, you can't say it unless you have a mouthful of spaghetti and meatballs.
Yeah, and I'm a quarter Italian, so I can only say that's like a quarter of the word.
Really? You're Italian?
A quarter.
Oh.
But I can only say a quarter of Italian words.
Really?
Like spaghetti.
Spaghetti? You can't finish the full word?
No, it's just because I'm a quarter Italian, so
okay.
I can't.
So how do you say ravioli? Okay, well, I suppose that's a quarter of the word.
It's not that many letters in ravioli.
Yeah, right.
And we won't even get into the quarter Polish stuff.
Quarter Polish? Oh, my God, you're a quarter Polish. Yeah. There's a fucking headache.
But it's only the, last quarter of the word. So
So say kielbasa.
Like the last, yeah, so that'd be kielbasa. Well, I can't say it.
There's no sa in kielbasa.
No, you just say sa. Okay. Sa. I can't even say the whole word to reference. I did say it. I'm lying.
I'm gonna change this instrumental.
And then the rest of it's all 1%, so I can't even get a sound out for those words.
Yeah.
Oh, you just DJing it up here.
I am. Damn, it feels good to be a gangsta. So wait, when was the last time you did anything musical? I know you did a food truck with Nathan.
Yeah,
and
we were working on that for a while. But
whatever happened to that? Because I know you guys were semi-serious about it for a while.
Well, for anybody who doesn't know, and that's everybody, except for you, I guess.
So yeah, let's. So hey,
food truck was.
Hey, Maxfield, why don't you tell us about that band you were in?
Yeah, no, it's not
the
a
one
band.
that broke up. It's called Food Truck. Didn't you guys suffer because of a lot of drugs and alcohol abuse?
Oh, of course. And it wasn't a band; it was a project. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Very different.
Okay. All right.
But no, we gave it a shot. But everybody moved away to different. Part of the appeal is we were all within walking distance of each other.
Yeah.
So it was easy to practice. But now we don't. So everybody's moved their own separate ways. And now, mostly I'm working with Joe Fedor. And then my friend... What's that outside? They're carpet bombing the area? Oh, we better get out of here, Rob. I thought you were going to play this one.
No, I wasn't going to play that one. Max is over here just touching shit. He's like, I'm just pressing buttons.
But no, it fizzled out. But now I'm doing other stuff, mostly producing songs for other people.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'd like to get together with the boys and jam, you know.
The boys.
Yeah.
Kenny Loggins.
But mostly what I want to focus on now is getting I play guitar and do all that stuff and sing. So I want to get like a set of my own that I can go to different bars and stuff and when all this COVID stuff's done and actually make a buck or two.
How long do you think the COVID stuff's going to last?
Well into this year, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, we got the...
I don't think it's ever going to go away. It's just like, we're going to...
Definitely not.
It's going to become like another one of those things, but we'll all be vaccinated, hopefully.
Almost like a common flu.
Yeah. It'll just become in the rogues gallery of viruses in the past.
Yeah.
But as far as like the mask wearing, that might be for a while and all that other stuff. It just depends on how the vaccinations go.
The vaccinations, the vaccinate.
But I don't know.
What's the other word for vaccination? Oh, it's another word.
Autism.
No.
You're too kind. I don't know if that's politically incorrect, but it sounds like it.
Autism. Inoculate. That's the word I was looking for.
That
was
does
inoculate.
Sound like one of those.
It's one of those big height. It's one of those doc. You got to go to college to say it.
Yeah. All right. That fancy school.
Yeah, the fancy stuff. I'm gonna be pissed off if this comes in a little too quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess it is just a rough draft.
No, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the blanking on the saying that is supposed to go in that spot.
Yeah.
Don't look at the clouds before the horizon. Is that the saying? Don't look at the seeing the forest through the trees. There's something like that. Can't see the forest through the trees.
You went from two different sayings.
Yeah.
You went from one saying to a completely different one.
Yeah. I'm full of them.
Yeah.
All these sayings.
Well, I don't think we're going to be able to get a hold of Donnie tonight.
No.
Or Ronnie, whoever it was.
Well, do you just want to start calling people? Is your phone all ready to receive callers?
Let me Bluetooth it up.
Because
I suppose we could call Bryson.
I say we call Bryson and just, get his take on
Can you
absolutely nothing at all, really.
Right, yeah. I can't make like actual physical phone calls with mine because I haven't paid my service. That's why I'm doing a podcast.
I mean, he'll probably get it through Messenger.
Yeah, no, not you. All right, let's turn down
Joe too.
I'll turn down the
And this is exciting content, talking about the podcast while we're on the podcast.
Yeah, let's see if it works.
We are now phoning in our friend Bryson Hoover, who is very unpredictable.
Very unpredictable.
We have no clue what he might say, so that's why we record this ahead of time.
That's right.
To have the chance to cut out any wildly inappropriate language that he might be using.
Oh, wildly inappropriate language has a home right here on this radio show.
I'm talking about the
the big ones.
Incomprehensible. Like, it's so offensive that you can't even understand what he's saying.
Oh no. Are we gonna get canceled?
No, it's like past that. You can't even get
Are we
canceled
already
because
canceled?
no one knows what you're saying.
We're already canceled.
Well,
Is that what you're saying?
no, we were canceled before we started today. Now we're uncanceled because
When did that happen? I didn't get the memo.
you can't be canceled if you're doing it. Isn't like, think about it. Like, if you're canceled, then I guess the part of getting canceled is getting shut off of programs. But like, if you can still put something out somewhere, you could leave a DVD in a mailbox of somebody with your podcast and still get heard, you know?
All right, we're gonna go to my friend Jimmy. I used to work with this man at the Harley Davidson store,
So
and we're gonna see if he
through
picks up.
all the other letters to get to J, and now we're working our way through your list.
Yeah. You know
only
how
have,
the
like-
alphabet goes: A, B, J. You know.
Yeah, you only have like 3 friends, though.
How many letters are there in the alphabet? I thought it was A, B, J.
You know what? I've lost count. It's been so many over the years.
Yeah, my wife's a linguist. I think she knows. I think there's something like 87 letters in the alphabet or something. Let's see if Jimmy's gonna pick up. He does work at Triple S Harley Davidson in Morgantown, West Virginia, but he lives in Uniontown, so he might be on his way home. So I don't know if he's allowed to call and drive. If anything, listeners, you might be able to witness a live action car accident.
First podcast. Let's just see who will answer their phone.
Yeah, no one's going to want to answer the phone.
I think that's why a lot of podcasts, they call ahead.
Yeah, right? Yeah, can I get you in my virtual green room?
This is the equivalent of a Saturday night to me.
Yeah, that's right.
It's going to end up with me naked on my couch.
He saw that I was calling.
Smoking something.
He saw that I was calling, and he was like, oh, man, he sent me that message that he was doing a podcast today.
I think I'll skip.
No dice. You want to call Joe Fedor, maybe?
Do I have to link my phone up through?
How about we, yeah, you'd have to probably link it through.
We're just looking for somebody to talk to. Isn't that all we can ask? Somebody,
much
please
to ask?
Since this is live right now, which it definitely is not live.
No, not at all.
Since we are live, essentially,
We are. No, we're live.
We're putting out our vibes out there, and I think, somebody's gonna catch that.
The vibes are live.
You're just gonna get a phone call.
Yeah.
From somebody you didn't even expect, and they're gonna know we're on the podcast right now.
Right.
I can send you Joe's Facebook if you want.
You could, but he's gonna have to accept my friend request in order for me to.
I give you his phone number, but I don't know that he'll answer a random number.
I didn't pay my phone bill.
All right.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. So,
what's this button?
that is if
That fader.
Connect my phone straight to the board.
I mean, I could try and do that, but I don't have the headphone jack. Oh well.
Do you,
Damn, it feels
good to be a gangster.
to be a gangsta. Again.
Man, I need some people to call.
We should bottle this dead air and sell it. Have different flavors.
Have an idea.
This one's Coca-Cola zero flavor.
I'm gonna call my friend Anthony, the Catholic,
Okay.
the guy who's in
Here we have Anthony,
midnight coffee.
the
with
Catholic. Also, listen to our vapes too. We're cool vape kids. Rob's the coolest because he has a Juul.
me. He's not gonna answer either. Oh wait, he did. Hello.
Hello.
Is this Smooth Anthony P?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I can tell by my smooth vocal lines.
Yeah, I can tell by your sultry vocal lines. Hey, my name is Dr. Robert Peoples, and I'm here on my radio show, and I figured I'm a huge fan of this group. It's called Midnight Coffee. I'm sure you've heard of it, and one of the people I've always wanted to talk to was one of the sultry voices in Midnight Coffee, which happens to be Smooth Anthony P.
Yeah, that's me. I'm definitely a force in the game, as I'd like to say, for sure.
Hello, Anthony. This is Max Field. I am not part of Midnight Coffee, but I've heard it goes really well with a little bit of half and half.
Yeah, Smooth Anthony P. This is my co-host. This is a guest of mine, an in-studio guest. His name's Max Field. He's been known to tickle the bass lines, if you will. Don't you tickle the bass lines pretty well, don't you, Max?
I don't think you're allowed to do that.
What, tickle the bass lines?
No.
Why
not? Not without permission.
Yeah.
You definitely can't do that without permission.
See,
This is 2021, Rob. You can't just go tickling things. I mean.
Well, I went to school and they said, don't slap them, tickle them.
I think that the ivories.
Well, you can't just go and finger anything you want. You know what I mean? That's not how this works.
No, you really can't.
So what? I'm a bad guy now because I thought you would.
Well,
I'm
essentially
lost.
is whenever people listen to this podcast later on, your voice isn't even going to be in it.
No one's listening to this podcast.
Completely canceled.
We're already canceled.
No, like my voice will be here. Anthony's voice will be yours. Is going to be taken out,
sure.
like, edited later. We're not even going to keep it in here.
So, Smooth Anthony P. I won't keep you much longer, but I have just one question. So your partner in Midnight Coffee, he seems to be a real wild card. He's notoriously unreliable in the studio. He's always drunk and on drugs. Rob something. I don't know. My question is, when can we expect some new material from Midnight Coffee? I mean, I heard that single, "You Haven't Disappointed Me Yet," and I have now my first child is on the way. Yeah, that was the result.
First off, I'd like to just. I haven't disappointed you. You haven't disappointed me yet. The hesitation's very the ellipsis is there for a reason.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want to say that I'm a grammar Nazi because we don't like to say the N word.
Whoa.
Unless it's followed up with a fuck off.
Now don't try to kid me, man cub.
Yeah. Okay, so it's just going to be my voice in this episode because both of you got canceled right out the gate.
So, continue with what you were saying, Smooth Anthony P.
But, I know that me and Rob we're independently writing new material.
Oh, so it's not together.
We're always writing new material, and then we'll bring it together and kind of stir it, adding cream to your coffee and see what rises to the top.
I see.
And I feel like that we're both maturing recently as musicians, as artists, and I have really high expectations for the next EP for sure. It's going to be good. Some of the best things that I've ever written really have been the last few months, and I can't wait to get back into the studio and share what's come out, birthed, if you will.
Alrighty.
It's going to be good.
So are you saying, are you guys kind of what doesn't Kiss write all their stuff separate because they can't fucking get along?
Sure.
Well, no, I don't want you to get the impression that we're dysfunctional.
Oh, okay. I was going to say,
we both have
an R&B and jazz fusion group that can't get along doesn't make me want to get along with anyone else.
He definitely doesn't want to make you get it on, and that's really what jazz fusion is all about, right?
With R&B.
Yeah, it's Yeah. So, I mean, it's just that we both have a different perspective, and we both have different new things that we're bringing to the table.
So you're saying that like you bring like say like a more sensual tone to the music, but he brings like a more lusty, like hard,
like that edge,
like in the middle of the night, like call me up, you worthless piece of shit.
I mean, that's one way to put it. I mean, I like the way you're. Yeah, I mean, that sounds great. That's definitely not as complicated as it really is. It's just more like, we both have different life experiences, and we both like to draw from those experiences, and it usually brings out something new and exciting, especially when it comes together, just like, when you put your sensual vocal tones with lustful bass lines together. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, I think I'll have to bring some moist harmonica tracks to that.
Ooh, yeah. Some nice moist harmonica tracks. I think would do really good for your group.
And juicy and a little dusty, maybe.
No, I don't know.
No.
I don't know. I don't like my coffee dusty.
No dust. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe some lusty jaw harp.
Lust. Okay.
Some lusty
I mean, I heard you. I knew you said lust, but I thought dust might be good too. I don't know.
That's so great.
But they're gonna be juicy. Trust me. Like, it's not COVID friendly.
Minimal wetness.
I mean, it's definitely gonna be when you're gonna listen to it, you're gonna know where the moisture is. Right. You know what I mean? Like, it's important to know.
You take your headphones off, and your ears are damp.
Absolutely. We're really gonna. I can't wait until everyone really gets to experience everything that we're gonna bring to the music world, particularly in the jazz, R&B fusion genre. I mean, we may even break the mold. I mean, maybe we may be something you've never heard before. I mean, I don't want to say that, because I don't want to. I'm not trying to say that we're bigger or better than anybody, that we're genre breaking. But I mean, like.
Would you rather break the mold or create the mold? You could be the trendsetters. There'll be a bunch of.
Well, I mean, I feel
like
that when you break the mold, you've. In this respect, you've created a new one,
Right, because you don't want to just have no mold. Then nothing's
you need
happening.
a strong foundation.
Yeah, nothing's being made if there's no mold.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't want to say that we're. I don't want to put us,
in a bubble,
in a bottle, in a bubble.
A love bubble.
No, I mean,
a love bubble, like a bottle with a note in it, like a love letter in a bottle. You don't want us to be the love letter inside the bottle. Our cork needs to be their cork needs to be taken off and needs to be read and set free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, like it definitely needs to be uncorked. For sure.
Uncorked love letter bottles that wash up on the beach.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I feel like, it's really up to the fans to put us in a genre. I mean, it's up to the fans, really. I mean, I don't want to be, like, limited to this or that. But I feel like that, I feel like that Rob is bringing something new and exciting. I haven't heard anything that he's been doing, but I know he's been writing, He's been working really hard, and and I'm excited to see what we can collaborate on. I mean, really, it's all when the cream and the sugar get together with the coffee. That's really when it's midnight coffee. You know what I mean?
To create a nice blonde, enjoyable drink.
I mean, a blend,
like it.
For sure.
Yeah,
a blend, definitely a blend. Because now, not to hold you for too long, but now, are you going to be? We were talking about a blonde sound, a nice mix. Are you going to be doing anything black, encaffeinated, fully?
Well, I mean, we definitely don't really do anything decaffeinated. I mean, like that. I don't know about that.
No,
but there might be.
I think he said
may be something.
encaffeinated.
Yeah, it has to be. I know it has to be caffeinated to the max.
Yeah,
like you're putting caffeine shots in that bitch.
Yeah, no decaf.
No. Decaf. Maybe a decaf. Like I don't know. I don't feel like
maybe if your diabetic uncle comes to the show, then we can accommodate him.
I just don't think midnight coffee really. I mean, if you're gonna go decaffeinated, then that just screams acoustic. So
yeah, right.
I mean, I feel like that. You could always go just like a blonde instead of a dark roast. I mean, opposed.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't decaffeinate. I mean, we're not gonna water down or sugarcoat or any of those things about the music. It's me and Rob both are very passionate about these things, and we're not gonna settle. Some of the things that we do on our own they'll be out there. There's definitely going to be some things. They're out there, I mean, I've dabbled in the past, and I'm sure that there's some of those recordings are out there, and there may be some new ones. I mean, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't take away from Midnight Coffee.
All right.
You can't take away from that.
Well, when can we expect to hear this Midnight Coffee?
I don't think you can really put a release date on something that. See, this is a perfecting craft.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, you need to let them go in and do what they do and come out on top, just like always.
So.
This is Starbucks. We're not going to Dunkin' Donuts. This is Starbucks.
It's that coffee that you made like 2 mornings ago, and it's still sitting.
Listen to me. All right, you really need to listen to Midnight Coffee, because Midnight Coffee, anything they put out, it's not some coffee that some prospector makes in a tin cup over a fucking campfire.
Yeah, I've heard that's good.
Yeah, you're walking in with some sneakers on into a goddamn Starbucks for prime product with the fucking cream on top and the cookies.
I would like to just say that, a good coffee needs time to percolate. You know what I mean? And that's just the same thing with our music.
Yeah, you know what? Midnight Coffee sound is just like I don't know if you ever watched Breaking Bad, when he hires Gale, the weird assistant, and he makes this like super coffee maker filled with beakers and all kinds of cylinders and all that stuff. That's the Midnight Coffee sound.
It's like scientific coffee. Like
perfecto.
Like objectively the best coffee that you could brew.
Let me put it this way. When you listen to Midnight Coffee, you're going to have a kid 9 months later.
Okay. But I can't listen to it because there's no recordings.
That you know of. I've heard it.
Oh. Okay.
I heard it, right?
It's like really underground.
Smooth Tony P. There's some recordings out there. They're just you have to look for them.
I mean, you definitely like we're not on YouTube or
you got to work for what you want.
But I mean, there's some out there. I mean, there's probably some bootlegs out there somewhere that I don't know about. I mean, I'm not ever looking for the recordings. Because I mean, I wrote.
You did it.
You just record it and you walk out of the studio. I heard as soon as you lay down the tracks, you do it in one take and then you leave.
We lay down the tracks and we listen to it. We but after that, I mean, whatever happens to it, it happens. It goes into the ether and then the world consumes it.
Would you say that Midnight Coffee creates itself?
Well, I mean, that would probably take a little bit away from the process and how much work it actually is. I mean, because we are craftiers. I mean, we're making something.
Right.
I mean,
right.
So that would really take away from it. I mean, it's definitely out there. And there's some recordings out there for everyone to consume. You just have to look for them. I mean, they're there.
Well, all right.
I will ask my
co-host.
Well,
guest. Well, the
host. I was gonna say I know a guy who knows how to find that stuff.
What, Midnight Coffee?
Just bootlegs in general. So. Okay. I won't ask you because I'm sure they're just on your computer or something. I don't want that. Me? Yeah, I don't want that experience.
Yeah, I want to
find them through the proper channels.
I mean, you really need to go. you need to go into the back alleys and
the dark
the
web.
underground.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Possibly, maybe even a moist garage alcove.
Yeah, I've been there once. I don't think I'm going to go there again, but I was thinking more the dry. The dry. I'll save the moist for the music, but I'll check out his trunk of his car sometime, and
I don't know about that.
Well, he may have a lead. At least.
Something. I always hear the homeless people down the road singing Midnight Coffee acoustic. 2 a.m, baby. It's like clockwork.
So it's more like a
don't say those words.
Word of mouth.
You're gonna regret.
It's like
because you haven't
song.
disappointed me yet. They're like the fucking barrel singers in Rocky. When they gather around the fire barrel and they baby back.
They're very much like the Corner Boys for sure. Midnight Coffee was really ground up in the streets. You know what I mean? They're not Jersey, they're not Philly, but they're through and through Pittsburgh, and they were ground in the streets of Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? So they're out there.
All right.
And the people know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's time you stop fucking sleeping, Max.
I certainly know. Here I was looking at...
You were looking in all the wrong places for all the wrong things.
The internet to find this stuff? I think not.
No, you gotta go to like the tent cities where the homeless stay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's where, we figured we'll give it to the people that need it the most, that need love.
Right.
They did, at least. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, they probably wanted money, but that's nice too.
I'd like to think that our first single is the best, but I feel like that we're going to be able to top it.
I'm 100% sure that you guys will be able to top it.
If you haven't heard it, I feel like that you're missing out, and you should. I kind of wonder why you haven't. Honestly, that's really where I'm. I'm not trying to.
No, I'm wondering the same thing.
To be combative here. I just feel like how haven't you heard it? That's where I'm at. But
I've actually gone out of my way.
Yeah.
To not
listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of judgmental.
No, it's like I'm saving it for.
The grand finale.
Yeah, I don't want to spoiler alert, like that.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
All right. I see. All right. I like where you're going with it.
Yeah, I just don't want to spoil the last song.
Yeah. Well, all right. Smooth.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Smooth Tony P, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to tell us about the up and comings of Midnight Coffee. Hopefully one day we can get both you and your partner on the show, and
I hope so. And I'm really looking forward to the world hearing it. It's going to be awesome. Thanks for getting a hold of me. It's been great.
All right, no worries. We'll talk to you later, Smooth Anthony P.
Peace out.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Bye.
So that was Smooth Tony P from Midnight Coffee. That was a groundbreaking interview.
This band doesn't exist, do they?
It does.
Do
it 100%
does. Watch, I'm going to be looking all over for real music, and then one day I'm just gonna see Midnight Coffee. I'm gonna be like, what?
Snatch it up, because once they're gone,
it'll be like an 8-track or something. I'm sure.
I think so. I think. When I listened to it, it was like more like a VH1 video set of them, and it was on Laserdisc.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'll have to go to Half Price Books and look for one of those.
Welcome back to 1979.
Yeah.
All right. I got to get some smokes. So. And we're back.
Howdy.
And we're back. Oh my God. You can tell I just got done eating a greasy cheese pizza, brother, because you can hear it in the back of my throat.
The cheese gurgles.
Yeah. Yeah. You ever get the cheese gurgles?
No.
No?
Never.
No, you got a pretty deep voice. I can only imagine that the cheese gurgles for you would be... Oh.
No, they're more cheese cheese bubbles.
Cheese bubbles.
Yeah.
Let's turn that music up a little bit.
It just kind of, the cheese becomes a bubble, but instead of a normal bubble where there's like, you know, a soap shell and an air inside, it's just a ball of cheese.
Okay.
And then that gets turned into, well, do I have to say it, you know?
No.
But anyway, it's still cheese when it comes out.
Okay, yeah, we're back. All that stuff, the cheese gurgles and stuff like that. Yeah. Next topic. So, I don't know. Maybe we can call Donnie, Pittsburgh Donnie. I mean, it is 10:26.
Didn't we try that? And he just cold.
Yeah, he's stone cold. Oh wait, no, maybe
left us hang out to dry.
Yeah, he said he was sleeping.
Lame.
So, see any cool things lately?
Say any what?
See any cool things lately?
I thought you said say any old things lately.
Say any old things lately?
I did say oh golly at some point last week.
Good golly gee.
Oh golly.
You know, you need to call someone next time that, you know, a young punk who's not up to no good. You need to call them a young rapscallion.
That sounds like something you put on a sandwich.
That would be a dope rap name, rapscallion.
Or there's this guy on YouTube called Rob Scallon, but it's not Scallion, it's just Rob Scallon. So it's close to rapscallion. If he did rap instead of like metal like he does, he would be rapscallon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any? You have any peeps you might want to give a ring?
I'm not hooked into your fancy pants motherboard thing here.
All you got to do is set up your Bluetooth, and I'll disconnect mine.
Oh.
That's literally all you do.
Well, Joe's busy. Bryson, you have his number.
Well, you know what? I'll give it a shot. I'm just gonna ring up Nathan.
Yeah, go ahead, call Nathan, see what he's up to.
I really hope he doesn't like. I don't think he likes me right now, but.
Well, he's also going to have vile, like inappropriate, just horrific, monstrously wrong speech. He's just gonna say all the meanest things, so we gotta be careful.
All the meanest things.
You might hear some bleeps, and we're not gonna do any fancy bleeps with like
a few
chicken noises. No, they're gonna be the hard bleeps, the ones you see on like cops and stuff. Like it's that like 2,000 hertz tone or whatever. Call my mom.
Oh wait, he's active now.
My mom probably would not be cool with being on a podcast. She doesn't even like the video chat.
Really?
Yeah, she's just like real self-conscious about all that stuff.
And it's just the just being in front of anything for the first time.
Yeah.
You don't like how you sound or you don't like how you look.
A lot of people aren't used to the way they sound in a microphone.
No.
But
I've had to learn to deal with it.
Yeah, I'm used to it at this point.
I feel that I sound much different over a microphone than I do in person.
It's because like when you're in your head, you only hear certain frequencies.
Yeah.
Like, your voice, there's like tissue in between your face and your ears.
Yeah. So
it's like, it's going to sound different than somebody outside your head.
Right.
Which most people are, unless you have a unborn twin inside your skull.
No unborn twins.
Okay.
We'll just call him Easy E.
Yeah, man, we got fucked over.
This is Easy E. What are you doing, Easy E? Who you with?
I'm with a couple buddies up towards the Newcastle area.
Yeah, well, I figured I'd me and my buddy were doing our radio show, and I figured we're pooling people to call, like just random people, and I was like, I'm trying to think of someone I can think of that can come up with some fucked up conspiracy theory, maybe, or something wild and out of the ordinary, and the first person I thought of was Easy E.
Ah, man, that could definitely be definitely a good book worth. I say I've been talking about lizard people a good bit lately. You see it in people's faces, like Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg, just that dead-eyed look in their face.
Oh my God, do we have confirmation that Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg are both lizard people?
Both lizard people and possibly the same person, man.
Possibly the same person.
Shape-shifting
Have you
bastard.
ever seen them in the same room at the same time? I don't think so.
Have you ever seen?
Even if you did, mirrors, holograms. You know about Tupac.
They brought Tupac back. I was gonna say, yeah.
They brought
That's
Tupac back.
Yeah.
They can
He's not even
definitely
dead.
bring-
Imagine what they could do for dead people.
Yeah. Right.
Right? I
Yeah.
saw Tupac down on 3rd Street last week.
Selling Biggie t-shirts.
Yep.
Sounds like you're smoking on some good shit there, Ev.
Oh, that's always what I am. Gotta go solventless, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely prefer the hash.
Word.
All you
Yeah.
gotta do is just
Testing out a Source Versa right now.
What is that? An email?
E-Rig.
here.
Yeah, I was
the
gonna
cannabis
say-
corner.
Yeah, the
I
cannabis
was going to
corner.
say, I usually run an e-nail. That's all I really prefer.
Yeah.
And then I usually try to get the character rig of some kind, like my old style Puff the Magic Dragon, except
Oh,
it's way
rest in
past
peace,
that.
buddy. God,
Yeah.
you should have seen this pipe he had. It was the best fucking weed pipe I've ever seen. It looked like a little dragon.
No.
It was the shit.
There's no was. I'm taking courses right now, and that'll be the first one I repair.
Oh, word! You're bringing it out of retirement. He said,
Oh,
no. There was no were.
I saved those pieces. It's a clean break. It will not be a hard fix.
Yeah, I have the first pipe I ever bought that Raimi accidentally broke, and I'm waiting to fix it.
Yeah, it's always good to keep them alive, even if you'll never use them again. Heck,
Yeah.
I've had them sit there for 2 years while I took
Hell
a hiatus.
yeah.
I have one sitting around like that I
Yeah.
got in Amsterdam.
Hell yeah.
No.
Oh, that would be one to keep.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you get back to your Beaver County orgy.
Yeah, I'm definitely on the outskirts of that one.
All right, well, double wrap it for me.
All right.
Oh, can't promise that. I'll talk to y'all later.
Later.
Peace out. Well, there we have it.
Well, there we have that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm running.
Did I meet this person in person? He's not the one with the basement with a bunch of.
No, that's C. Duff McGruff.
Yeah, he's
Not to bleep that name
he's
out.
cool. The news.
Check the news real quick.
Are you just gonna bring up a news app on your phone?
No, I'm gonna play a YouTube headline real quick.
Oh, okay. Staying
This is Bluetooth, baby.
current and staying trendy. Well,
Yes.
I guess YouTube's not really trendy. It's just like, this isn't. You're not.
Oh, here we
turning on
go.
CNN or anything.
Here we go.
On the television. We're listening to the news on a phone.
All right, so this is from CBSN, not the best fucking source to bring in, but we'll play the clip. This is an ad, so we're gonna turn that down.
Can we get money for that advertising?
Yeah, right.
Can we get paid for
Law
other
enforcement
people's-
officials are warning of a new domestic terror threat against the U.S. Capitol. An FBI intelligence bulletin says groups have, quote, discussed plans to take control of the Capitol as soon as Thursday and are
Oh, they're going
targeting
for it
Democratic
again.
lawmakers.
Apparently.
U.S.
Oh,
Capitol
my
Police
God.
say they have
This is gonna be
evidence of a
fucking
possible
stupid.
plot by a militia group to launch
It's
an
not
attack in the
gonna
next
happen.
24 hours. The House has since canceled votes
they
for
did it one
Thursday
time,
due to
so-
the threat.
Yeah,
The head
but
of
I
the
mean,
D.C. National
the
Guard
reaction
also
after that's
testified
gonna
on
be
Wednesday.
fucking
He explained why it took
tenfold.
so
Yeah.
long for troops to respond to the January 6th attack.
Oh, this should be
CBS
good.
News Justice and Homeland Security
Why it
correspondent
took the
Jeff
troops
DeGaze
so
has
long
the
to
latest.
respond the first time.
Tonight, the Capitol locking down again
Tonight, the
ahead of
Capitol-
more threats from domestic extremists, including many who attacked the building on January 6th.
Many attacked
This
the
new
building.
bulletin
Okay. Well, I think we
obtained
got the
by
idea.
CBS News
We don't
warns
need to
of more
listen to the
violence
rest of
with
this
little or
news
no warning.
article.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Yeah, I don't know. This is all this stuff has to do with 4chan, essentially.
What, QAnon?
Yeah.
Because it was just a big fucking joke
Yeah,
playing on
it's
conservatives.
just some 4chan hijinks that people are taking real seriously because
Because they're gullible.
yeah, it's just like it's all like anonymous teenagers, edgelords and such. It's not. I don't know. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
But I don't. they should get in trouble. That's all. I mean, do what you're gonna do, but just expect there to be ramifications.
You know how many? Look how many people got arrested after the first one. They're still arrested. They're still rounding up folks.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't live in that area. That's not good to have happening. But
could you imagine doing that? Being like a fucking school teacher that just went to the Capitol siege just because he thought it wasn't gonna get any. He didn't think it was going to be what it did. So, and you were like, oh, I completely forgot about cell phone cameras and other cameras and facial recognition. So I'm going to take part in this. And then your fucking regular life is ruined because you took part in a coup attempt on the United States government. And on a Wednesday, I'm just joking.
Yeah, but to me, it's just, it's like, and the sky is blue, you know, like, what did you expect?
Yeah.
So nothing is really... Nothing has changed. It's not. That was a wild event, but it was also very not what they would have done in like the 1800s. I mean, I guess that's what the spirit they're going for, but it's like I feel like they had some idea of what they were doing. If you wanted to organize against that stuff,
kind of.
Nowadays, it's just like let's just get angry and just go do some shit.
Yeah,
you know. So. I just really try not to do that myself. I just try and think about stuff and look at it from different angles and make a decision, you know? It's like instead of just getting like just red in the face and just being like, I'm driving the Capitol, I'm going to do some insane shit that might ruin my life. And I don't know, there's some people who don't think about or that maybe they are thinking about it. It's just really what they want to do. I don't know.
I think some of them like play too much Call of Duty.
Yeah,
and watch too much.
It's definitely
Rocky,
a serious thing, but it's
Rambo.
Also it just brings me back to like Occupy Wall Street.
I mean, don't get me wrong. When it happened, when I was watching it on TV, I was telling Nate while he was here, I was like, well, look, part of me is happy because someone actually had the balls to do it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that were talking about doing something like storming the Capitol.
It's like there's
they actually did it.
It's like the whole Area 51 thing, but no one showed up for that. Wouldn't it be cool if the effort that they put into this storming the Capitol, they put into the Area 51 event? If we had some, there was a party set up for them. No one showed up.
If they were armed, if all of them would have been armed, then.
What to go into the Area 51?
No. When they stormed the Capitol, if they were all armed, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now because they would have won.
Well,
100%. Because how
won?
weak of course the police
what
response.
Would they have won?
Whoops. A new government,
the game,
a provisional government.
So if they would have went in the Capitol with guns, they would have. I don't get it.
They could have occupied the Capitol building and they could have set up some form of provisional government.
Really?
Yeah, that's how a lot of countries over. That's how the Soviet Union formed.
Yeah.
You can do anything as long as you seize any type of governmental body or building, and then
don't see that really happening.
Well, when
I don't know the technicalities of it, but
senators,
that does not seem like a likely scenario when we have giant guns that are bigger than theirs.
What our own
military?
Guns? Like, yeah, I understand that.
If they want to take somebody out, they can do.
I understand that, but it was getting down to senators. Senators were giving some of these organized militia groups tours of the Capitol building, even though tours are cut off because of COVID, the day before the Capitol siege. Mm-hmm. Okay, and police were seen letting people in.
Yeah.
So if you can coerce the police and if you can coerce your elected officials to help you participate in this and get ready for it and do proper recon, I'm sure you can get a fair amount of soldiers to join your cause. Especially like-minded, like conservatives. Come on, the whole military is filled with conservatives that love Trump. They'll fucking defend Trump before they defend the Constitution. So did you hear Kim Kardashian has a fake ass?
Yeah, it's probably fake.
Oh, it's fake.
Yeah.
It's fake. I saw one girl dance. The video blew up. One girl was shaking her booty.
Yeah.
Shake your booty to some dance on Instagram Live, and her butt implant fucking fell out.
Ew.
So it was like a little pancake just fell.
Ugh.
It looked like a leather glove filled with water. Like a fucking halfway filled
there's
water
people
balloon.
who get sick from it too.
Yeah.
Or like,
Well, they do the injections. These
Yeah.
are like breast implants.
yeah, for like muscle injections and stuff. I don't get that at all. But there's like some people. I saw this on My Strange Addiction, where this lady was addicted to butt implants, and she was getting them like really cheaply done, some, I don't know, back alley or whatever, and there was like
New Jersey.
there was like rubber cement in the injection. Like there's like stuff that like got into her bloodstream and made her sick and stuff.
Well, I would fucking imagine.
Yeah, right.
If you're fucking around with rubber cement.
Yeah, or something wild that was like, I don't know, they're injecting her just with random stuff, and she just was addicted to it.
That's like the Truth commercials. Truth, the anti-tobacco people.
Yeah, not
When
even
they-
once.
Yeah, right. When
Or
they,
I don't know what they're saying.
when they do the anti-Juul ads, I get a kick out of them because they're like, one Juul pod is the equivalent of 10 packs of cigarettes. And you know how many metal shavings you're ingesting by smoking a Juul? And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then they're like, also, what was the other one? Fuck. I think it's like mercury levels or something. I don't know, but it's some chemical. They're like, do you know that you're ingesting this much? I'm like, yeah, well, I kind of fucking said to hell with my 50s.
I don't know. Like on vaping, when it comes to vaping,
At least I'm not smoking.
I still consider myself like a smoker.
In recovery?
Well, not in recovery, I don't know.
I guess a recovering smoker.
No, I still
trying to
consider
smoke.
myself to indulge, like it's not like I gave anything up necessarily, but it's to me something that's I don't know. I think it has to be a little bit better for you.
A little bit.
Like I
Just
know
a
no one wants to
smidgen
say
better.
that, but like
I'm the only one that
I
likes
feel
to say
better.
it. Yeah, it makes me feel
And
better.
at some point, I would like to taper off of that too, and not have any nicotine.
I tried.
But like it's pretty difficult for me. So
Last time I tried, seriously, like I went like 4 months without a box mod I was still using at the time. And then everything happened where my life took a turn, and I was like, I went back onto vaping, and then I recently tried to quit again, and I just came to the conclusion that I fucking like it.
yeah, I mean, as long as I'm not smoking cigarettes.
That's why I like doing it. I like it. So
Yeah.
fuck off.
No, I do enjoy vaping. I like the flavors. And honestly, I'm switching to no flavors, but because I just don't want to be using that all the
You
time.
used to do straight up VG before.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm switching to. But I think there's got to be some avenue of nicotine cessation or smoking cessation that relates to vaporizing. There's got to be some medical pathway for them to actually do some research, find out a way that does work and doesn't hurt you, and it can be repeated.
Yeah.
And use it as a tool to get people off of cigarettes. I think it can be a helpful cessation aid, but a lot of people don't believe that. So it's just been one of those things. It's an uphill battle.
Right.
That's just how I feel about it. But there could be something that down the road hurts me with this, but so does cigarettes.
Yeah. So does anything.
Like for instance, I use I drink so do you Coke Zero instead of regular Coke. I think that the sugar is way worse for me than whatever sweetening chemical they use.
Yeah. Yeah. For real.
I just gotta. Overdoing anything is bad, but like on sugar, you don't even have to overdo it. It just takes a little bit over a lot of time.
I think I looked it up, and they said like just one regular Coca-Cola
like
is enough
it's like a
enough
donut.
sugar for your body for like 3 days.
Well, yeah, because it's just sugar.
Like you shouldn't drink any more than like 2 Coca-Colas, like regular Cokes a week.
Yeah, because it's like eating a donut.
Because like I think your body responds to a Coke and just the amount of sugar in a Coke like within not even 10 seconds of taking your first drink.
Right. It's just like an insulin spike. But and sugar-free stuff doesn't do that, but it might have some other effects, but it's generally regarded as safe, so I don't have an issue with it necessarily.
All right.
But I know there's a lot of people who have gotten on me and be like, "Oh, you're gonna drink? Why are you drinking Diet Coke or something?" It's like, I don't want the sugar, man. Like I want something sweet that tastes good, but I don't want the sugar.
Right.
I like other stuff too, but this is what they serve at restaurants.
Like, I'm not even a big candy eater.
I
have to have a sweet tooth.
I can be sometimes,
Yeah,
but like
sometimes I'll murder
generally, I try not to shop. I don't shop to get sweets.
I don't really ever have
I'll
a
get
desire.
one thing, but like the other day, I just went all out. I bought 2 small pints of ice cream. I bought a package of double stuffed golden Oreos. And
You ever had
something else sweet, and I just ate all of it, like all at once. And I was like, why didn't I just eat my regular food that I had? No, I just binged on the candy.
You ever have the marshmallow filled ones?
Marshmallow filled ones.
We have some.
Oh,
But,
are they like chocolate coated?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of those.
Well, they're not chocolate coated, but the marshmallow cream in the center is
Yeah.
chocolate. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, they've been going all out with Oreos lately.
Yeah.
But now I don't even really want to eat an Oreo because I ate like a kid in a candy shop. I just ate the whole package, and I was like, why did I do this? Now I don't have any more Oreos to eat later, and I have a bellyache like a 2-year-old. Like what's wrong with me? But I don't know. I think that was good. Maybe that I ate all that, so now I won't really want to, and maybe I'll start using my sous vide machine that I got.
Nobody wants to admit they ate 9 cans of ravioli, but I did.
Ricky.
I'm ashamed of myself. But the first can doesn't count, and then you get to the second, and then the third, and fourth and fifth. I think I burned with a blowtorch, and I just kept eating.
No one wants to admit they ate 9 cans.
I feel you, Ricky. No one wants to admit that. No.
No, yeah, I do that sometimes, especially with Oreos.
I could sous vide my Oreo or sous vide some Chef Boyardee. Do you know what sous vide is? You ever heard of that?
No.
It's a water oven. It's like a bath. You put these sealed bags in.
Like a steam bag?
It doesn't get wet. Like it's like a vacuum sealed bag.
Yeah.
So it's like
boil in a bag.
But you put it in the water and it doesn't get wet, but it heats it up consistently around it.
Yeah, boil in a bag.
Yeah, kind of. But it's not like boiling temperature. It's very precise degrees. But you put it in there, it cooks exactly the way it should, and then you throw it on the pan to sear it.
Oh, wow.
And it like cooks it perfect every time.
Okay.
But
yeah, you know how Taco Bell does? You ever wonder why Taco Bell gives you the shits?
Why?
Because they how they cook the beef?
Yeah.
They put it it's in a bag, and they just boil the fuck out of it.
Yeah, I mean, I believe
so
that.
So all that grease concentrates at the bottom of
I mean, I guess that's basically the idea of sous vide too. Because when you make steak with sous vide, you put a bunch of butter in there with it.
Yeah, okay.
And it and rosemary and all that stuff, and it like seeps into the steak and like gets inside of it.
Okay.
It's really good, but it's a fancy gadget my aunt got me, and I honestly haven't used it that much because I don't know why.
All right, well, we're going to play a little bit of music, and we're going to take a quick break, a quick smoke break, and then we're going to come back and talk about the closest habitable planet to Earth.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, we'll get into that.
Let's not forget the vital facts. My touch is like a spinal tap. I got the character and presence that your idols lack. Smell you coming from a mile away, cause you're a fake. Welcome to the city that can't sleep, cause what it sees when it's awake. Under attack, I got the cannon. Crumble and crack, you rock a hand. Go stumble it back, you start to panic. I bring out the facts, you propaganda. Blueprints, mental architecture's hard to match. A city of thoughts, put my state of mind on the map. I'm having robot dreams on what it feels like to be human. B166ER, watch me start the revolution. Feel a heart wound to your heart. Smart move to get lost in a dark room when it costs your life. Yeah, it's difficult. Whenever I bring out my temper, you got a spotless mind, but your sun won't shine forever. It's typical. Yeah, bring out my temper. I got a spotless mind and my sun will shine forever.
Blackbirds in the nighttime sky. Overhead stay high. Got the world in my eyes. Unseen, unheard, and we still stay fly. Blackbirds in the nighttime sky. In the nighttime sky, check your position. We on a mission. Yo, check your position. We on a mission. Yo, check your position. We on a mission. We on a mission. Yo, what a predicament in slides. The villainous character slide tongue that got the audience listening at the top of my game like sniper position. Out of your jurisdiction if you're testing my conditions. So keep your distance, too fly to stick with one style for too long. So long I'm lifted. Top the clouds, the world looks so different. A city grid filled up with traveling insects. What an existence of handling business. Get manhandled on trips if you looking suspicious. If you fit the description, you fit in a 6x10 cell. Hell yeah, this shit is sadistic. I hang with misfits, scholars and mystics. I can see the shot coming for the bullets release. Got it into the street like they sleeping on newsprint ring. Like to the beats, puppeteering the music. With so many lies, yo, the truth is elusive. That's why we keep moving as we fly through the cumulus clouds. And that's how we keep our neck out of nooses. That's why we stay fly. Yo, blackbirds in the nighttime sky. Overhead stay high, got the world in my eyes. Unseen, unheard, and we still stay fly. Blackbirds in the nighttime sky. In the nighttime sky, check your position. We on a mission. Yo, check your position. We on a mission. Yo, check your position. We on a mission. We on a mission.
And we're back. That was Blackbirds by Art Official. Spelling is A-R-T, capital O, official. So art, like the word art, and then official, all one word together.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, pretty good group. I do believe they're out of New York City. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, I really like their stuff. So if you ever have a chance, go check out Art Official. So, yeah, the topic I wanted to talk about was Planet Kepler. I forget the actual, number. I'll look it up.
Like AE8.
Yeah, it was used with the Kepler telescope.
Like Elon Musk's kid's name.
Yeah. I have a feeling, I was thinking of something the other day. Elon Musk, I swear to God, his name just sounds like it has a power symbol for an O. You know what I'm talking about?
Long,
the thing with the...
like a strike through it.
Yeah, for like a power button. It just seems like that's how he spells his name.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, the IO button or whatever.
There was another planet I was looking up the other day. It's like a hellish planet. It rains like molten boulders all day. But the other side of the planet is nothing but thick ice.
What's this Kepler one? I haven't heard of this.
Planet Kepler 22b. All right, I'm going to read off a little description of it. Okay. Kepler 22b, also known by its Kepler Object of Interest designation, I'm not going to read that, is an extrasolar planet orbiting within the habitable zone of the Sun-like star Kepler 22. It is located about 620 light years from Earth in the constellation Cygnus or Cygnus. I'm not sure. But long story short, it is the closest habitable planet that we have found, closest to Earth. So it's like a sister planet to Earth.
It's outside of our solar system, though, right?
I do believe so.
Yeah, it's
so
like,
we'll never get there.
Yeah, it's probably easier to terraform Mars.
It's just if you're looking at any of the planets that we know of currently.
Wasn't there one of like
the most
Titan's
ideal.
moons or something like that, or something? There's some other candidates.
There's one planet. I forget exactly what it is, but there's only one part of the planet that's habitable because one side of it is nothing but fucking. It's ridiculously high temperature. It's like 800 and some degrees Fahrenheit, but the other side is fucking ridiculously cold. Like ridiculously cold, but in the center. There's like a little strip in the center that's like...
Be like living on Halo, but...
Yeah. Pretty much. It's just don't go too west or west or east. Don't go too far west or east or you'll either freeze to death or burn.
Yeah. You probably have like a very varied outfits. You'd have to have like zip off jeans and stuff like that.
Yeah, we did.
If you went from east to west, you'd be like, oh, make sure to bring your heavy jackets and put on your zip offs. That way, if we get back home, you can zip them off.
Before I broke my phone screen, I was able to use my Gear VR headset.
Yeah.
And just for like 360 videos, it's broke. At the time, it was cool guy VR, but now it's broke people VR.
The cardboard, Google Cardboard.
No, it's not cardboard. It's by Samsung. Yeah, Gear.
Yeah.
It's Oculus.
Yeah,
it's early Oculus.
It's basically cardboard. Yeah. It's just fancier.
Yeah, and it's just for like 360 views.
Yeah, I have one that's a View. You remember ViewMaster?
Yeah.
It's a ViewMaster VR headset.
Okay.
But you hold it. Mm-hmm. You know, but it works with the iPhone. So that's the one I got.
Okay.
It's a glorified cardboard viewer.
Yeah.
But it's what you're talking
I always
like
like
a
the
Gear.
I always like the look of Google Cardboard.
Yeah.
That it's straight up looks like cardboard.
Right. Yeah.
But I used to do these like little videos, or I didn't, but I used to watch these little videos on my Gear headset or VR headset, and it was like a 360 degree. You know, you could look around, and it was like of all these different planets, and dude. Even early VR makes you so fucking dizzy. I had that headset on, and we're on these planets, and like we're on this one planet where like it's literally just nothing but ocean of like this certain chemical, but the waves that they made were so good it makes you feel like you're like literally about to fall. Yeah. And like I put it on my wife's head, and she was just like she started to freak out because the ocean is like the deep ocean is one of her biggest fears, and she was just like, this is big, this is freaking me out, it's giving me anxiety.
I mean it does immerse you for sure, but one thing to keep in mind is like in order to get a real taste of what VR can be, it's like you want to try out an actual headset that somebody has installed, or at least like an Oculus Quest or something.
The thing about VR is much like televisions now, because everything's changing. You buy one VR headset, and then like next week, the much better advanced one is out.
Well, they haven't been that rapid.
Really?
No, they've always been expensive.
Like what's the best one out today?
The best one that I think you would work for almost anybody is called the Oculus Quest 2, and the only thing is you need to use your Facebook account to sign into it. But that's all Oculus stuff. But it's wireless, like it's all built into the headset, and it scans your room and tracks your room properly. It has high refresh rate displays. That's the biggest issue with the phones is they don't have high refresh rate displays. They're not meant to be a VR headset. It's just a little toy gimmick that they can do.
Right.
But if you have an actual headset that's calibrated and like works as one should, you don't get motion sick nearly as much. Or dizzy, and if there's no cable, you don't get tangled up in that, and it's only $300. I'm sounding like I'm doing an advertisement, but no, because I've been looking into it myself.
This episode was brought to you by Sony.
I actually I tried out my friend's Vive, I think it was. Yeah, Vive. But it was really cool. Yeah. And we played with it all for, an afternoon. and I haven't seen them in a long time, but like it was really cool, and it made me want to get one. And now that the Quest is out, it's actually in my price range, and it works well.
The only reason why I want to get VR,
and you can plug it into your computer if you.
That's what I heard.
Know.
The only reason why I want to get VR is for that exact reason, because I heard if you hook it up to your computer and you have the right hardware along with your VR headset. I saw some guy straight up just boot into GTA 5 and Red Dead, and I couldn't imagine playing GTA online in VR.
You have to mod it for that.
That would be insane.
So you probably have to play like a role play server or something that
would be insane.
Official Rockstar. But yeah, you can definitely mod GTA, and there's people who've modded it so that it's VR, but it's also they have the car set up for a driving rig.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, I was gonna say
so
like
they
if
can
you got,
drive
like,
the cars.
Car set up,
yeah, it's insane.
I was gonna say like even the people if you were it would be way too big. You'd have to have like a dedicated gaming room. But like if you ever see the people that make their own home cockpits,
yeah,
for like flight simulators,
right? Or like the hydraulic ones and stuff. Yeah.
So could you imagine if you had the hardware set up and your VR setup hooked up too, and you're able to hook up a steering wheel and flight controls on the other side, like you just have to like slide down seats. Could you imagine how great of a GTA experience that would be?
That's the thing.
I wouldn't go to work.
The sky is the limit for VR, but right now it's the price and the availability, or not availability, but like the cheapest thing you can get is $300. It's worth anything, honestly.
A lot of these
everything else is just a toy.
A lot of these developers, hey, small soldiers line, everything else is just a toy.
I haven't watched that movie since I was a child.
Major Chip Hazard.
I'd kind of like to watch that.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
But all these game developers are saying that with the Xbox One and the PlayStation, what is it, 4 or 5?
5.
Yeah. Well, with the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 coming out, they said that's pretty much the glass ceiling for like graphics and video games as they stand, and the next horizon is VR.
Oh yeah, I mean, people are like, "Oh, VR is just like 3D; it hasn't caught on, or it has like it's already
3D
out of
TVs
style."
still haven't caught on.
Well, because I think VR is better than it. You know, why bother?
For sure.
If you're gonna just,
for sure.
But no, I just don't think people have been exposed to good VR stuff, and the only good stuff out there is pricey. Yeah. And it requires space in your house that a lot of people don't have.
A lot of space.
You know.
I remember I saw another VR setup where it was a crowdfunded thing. You had to the guy came up with the prototype, but he was looking for financing. It was like a Kickstarter thing.
Yeah, that's what. But
it had a platform with almost like
the omnidirectional treadmill.
I think, and had a treadmill on it, and it was like you had like a
thing that hooks into your waist and you wear your socks,
and you have like two like action blocks like for weapons and stuff like that,
and you can walk around Skyrim and all that.
And it's like the best. What I guess you could say is the best VR experience that you could think of.
The best VR experience that you can think of, and this would be an interesting guy to get on the podcast. I'll have to talk to Nathan about this. His sister's husband, he was telling me all about. This might get a little dry, but I'm gonna try and explain it the best I can.
Go ahead.
So imagine like you have a warehouse,
okay,
and it's just a big open empty warehouse.
Yeah.
You could have a VR space inside of it, and if it's big enough, there's a certain diameter of circle that's like a football field size circle. That if you have a self-contained VR, you can play a trick on your body to where the computer moves your vision slightly to the left or right, and you'll move forward, but you're actually moving slightly in a circle. So if the circle's big enough, you can have an infinite space to walk around in VR with this little visual trick it plays on you to keep you in the bounds.
That's awesome.
So, if we could do stuff like that, like here's my $1 million pitch, and hopefully somebody steals it from me and actually just makes it happen. But I think it would be so cool to have, say, a place like a warehouse, a big space where you have a VR headset for each person to be like an arcade, but it's like a warehouse.
Yeah.
Safari Zone with VR.
That would be dope.
How cool would that
lot
be?
of space,
and you
though.
go into a warehouse with other people, and it's a virtual VR space where you can catch Pokemon. It's all open, and it's like when you have the headset on, you can actually see the Pokemon walking around in bushes and stuff. Maybe have some green screen, but some actual physical things to touch.
Right.
How cool would that be?
That would be dope.
But I think VR arcades are what's going to get people. Once COVID is essentially over and we can do stuff in public again, I think that might be something that could happen, could get popular. But so far it hasn't because I haven't seen one yet.
It's gonna be.
They exist.
It's gonna be interesting to see. Oh, you see one?
Are VR arcades?
Yeah.
No, but I know they exist.
But, so they do exist.
They do it in California and other places like that.
Of course, it's out in California. 10 steps
Cooler
ahead of
places
everyone.
than our state.
Yeah, right.
But they exist. It's just they all got not shut down, but whatever. They don't. COVID.
It's gonna be interesting to see what everyone's gonna do. What society's gonna have to offer after COVID.
Yeah, or just
But it's gonna take some time because they're gonna need to get their money back.
Yeah. It'll take.
It'll take about a half a year.
Yeah, but
because people are gonna want to go out even more.
I still have faith in VR. Let's just put it that way.
I don't think it's gonna die out or anything. I don't think
it'll ever replace a screen either. I think it's just gonna become more of a other option. Let me put on my headphones. Do you have to pick between? Can you only have headphones or speakers?
Right.
Why can't you have iPhones and iSpeakers?
Right.
So you just have them laying around. Like everybody's just gonna have one.
It's gonna be like that Aqua Teen episode E-Dork, where Shay keeps putting on all the stuff because it's a cell phone.
Oh.
And he keeps wearing a helmet with
and
a
then
visor.
He gets mutated and stuff.
He doesn't get mutated. He just keeps adding stuff on. He's like, I gotta add the music player, and then it's like a whole drum set on the front.
I mean,
then he eventually sinks into the ground because it weighs so much.
That's what happened for a while, and then all of a sudden the iPhone came out, and then phones got way simpler.
Dude, so Samsung and Apple are apparently trying to beat each other to the punch on some sort of new technology, but they both came out and said, smartphones, old news.
I hope there's something new on the horizon.
They said that smartphones are old technology at this point, and they want to do something different.
Well, and there's also glasses that never really fully got explored because Google Glass was kind of weird.
Yeah,
people didn't.
I thought it was going to get hot there for a second, but it didn't.
No, they pulled the whole product and the whole project in general.
That sucks.
But what's happening now is instead of Vegeta-like scanners that you put on the side of your, instead of that, what's happening is they're being used for more industrial purposes. They actually have ones that look like black Ray-Bans, like general regular old glasses, and they're clear. But they have
a display,
interocular display, which is like just a very tiny red laser display.
Yeah.
But it shoots into the back of your retina, so it's always in focus.
Okay.
So say you're working on an assembly line or doing something or manufacturing a chip or whatever, you could have a little heads-up display just in the corner of your eye that doesn't look like a VR rig or something.
Now, there used to be Google contacts, smart contacts.
That never came out, or really
They never came out, but they were beta testing them for a while.
I'm sure somebody tried to do that, but I don't think they could figure out how to shrink it down that well.
Mm-hmm. It's like
it's not to that point yet.
I'm kind of surprised that Elon Musk even got as far as he did with his brain chip.
Well, yeah, that stuff has existed for a while too, before him even.
Have you seen it?
He's put a lot more money into it. I haven't really paid attention to that.
It's like a little coin, like a watch battery.
Yeah, but
it has like these three little cords on it that are like weights.
You can like
they attach to your.
You can do
your brain, your nugget.
You can type almost with it or something, right?
I don't.
Or there's actually a real.
I think
application.
it just reads like health attributes right now.
Well, I know there was one thing where they had somebody's brain hooked up to a machine and another person with like a keyboard, and somehow they were able to use their mind to like type or something. Or not, maybe not type, but like send some kind of message with their brain.
That gives a whole new thought to, am I speaking out loud or am I speaking in my head?
It's like thought crimes become an issue.
Oh my God, could you imagine? Everyone would be going down.
No, I mean, there's many science fiction books to read to get familiar with the subject, but it's like when it actually comes to it, some other completely different scenario is going to pop up because that's the way the real world works. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying, boy?
Like you can think about it all you want and be like, how's it going to happen? It's fun, but when it comes down to it, it's not going to play out at all like you think it will. Like I used to think, okay, for instance, you know, you familiar with The Watchmen?
The movie?
The comic book.
Oh, yeah.
Or the novel.
Semi, yeah. I mean, I'm not a comic book guy.
Do you know the ending of it with the squid, the giant squid? No. At the end, there's this giant squid that Ozymandias, the villain, summons and drops in the middle of New York, kills a bunch of people. But he does it so that the human race will come together against a giant outside force and unite. Okay. So he killed 1 million people to save the rest of the planet. That's what I thought COVID was going to do to people. Like I was like, oh, COVID's like this big outside thing that we can't attack. No, it didn't bring us together at all. So you know, like sometimes you think things are going to work a certain way, but it's like that makes a better story than it does a recounting of what actually happened. I know. Sad.
Let's do it one more time. It's better.
There you go.
Yeah.
But no, it's hard to predict things.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's impossible, essentially.
Oh, man, Jesus, I'm excited for the concerts and all the
concerts
shows.
Come back.
Yeah. But, I mean, that's not going to be for another year and a half, probably.
Yeah, I do miss my live music because I used to go to jam nights and things like that.
I miss the Gathering of the Juggalos.
Yeah, of course.
That was like one of the first things that got canceled was the Gathering.
But,
what are you going to do?
I don't know.
Got to save the human race.
Hopefully we can see the trees through the forest.
Can't have any COVID victims listening to this show.
Hopefully you can see the clouds over the horizon.
Clouds over the horizon.
Maybe you can see the tracks into the distance. Maybe you can see the footsteps underneath your feet. Maybe you can see the
sight before your eyes.
The sight before your eyes. And that's just the way things go.
Yeah, it's all about the birds and the sparrows, Rick.
I mean, that's something you talk to your children about when they hit a certain age.
What, birds and sparrows?
Yeah.
Why?
You know, like we're going to have to talk about the birds and the sparrows.
The birds and the bees.
Oh.
Yeah. It's all about the birds and the sparrows, Rick.
Yeah. That makes more sense. That makes no more sense than birds and sparrows.
Nope, not at all.
What does birds and the bees mean?
Birds and the... I have no idea.
Does a bird look like an ovary and a bee is like a very small penis? Or
neither of those fucking coincide. Neither of them mate.
Yeah, like bees like hatch out of an... I don't understand how that works.
It's just
birds hatch out of an egg too. Yeah, they don't really... Well, they have sex though.
They do.
They do.
Yeah.
See, for a long time, and by long, I mean like well into my college years, I thought birds reproduced like roosters. I thought they literally inseminated the egg after it was out. I didn't get that they had sex and then the egg was inseminated and then the egg was like formed and then popped out with embryo. Man. I thought the male chicken just like, I don't know, rubbed his dick on a hard egg and just like, I don't know what he did, but I just thought it turned into a chicken after it got laid. Oh, it took you a second.
It did.
Okay.
I'm still trying to figure out all these buttons.
Tough room here.
Very tough room. Tough crowd. There's a tough crowd.
No, not a tough room. It's just they're a little slow, I guess.
Yeah, they're all drunk.
Yeah, I don't know.
They got COVID.
Yeah. Well, good thing we're doing it on Zoom.
Yeah.
You know?
We're not even doing it on Zoom.
They're literally just inside this box of yours.
Yeah, I just have them in this little box on the table.
Those people clapping probably died 40 years ago.
I think they did. I killed one of them to take the board.
Have you ever?
I pried it out of his fucking cold dead hands.
Yeah.
I said, "You ain't gonna be laughing anymore, bitch."
Well.
So you want to wrap it up?
Yeah. Let's put a cap on this.
All right. Well, my name is Dr. Robert N. Peoples, and I am saying, hey, take it easy, Yinz Jags.
I'm just gonna say bye.
Oh, all right. You're just super bland.
Bye.
Why don't you say it in this like a
funny voice or something?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, yeah. What celebrity is saying bye?
I'm not gonna play this game.
Goodbye. Thank you very much.
I can drop this.
All right, do it. Mic drop.